interwebs, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. My name is Skinny Mini.
And I'm Pharaoh.
And last episode, we figured out a lot of stuff. That apparently that knife wasn't a broken knife, but it was that sword thing from that King of Prosecutors award. So, and now Emma remembered a whole bunch of stuff that actually goes against what she testified before. So, she's about to talk about that, and we're going to cross-examine that.
Yep. Wait. we did this testimony already?
Well, she said it, but we didn't cross-examine her yet.
Okay, alright. I forgot.
Okay, so when she saw the man raise the knife, I panicked and rushed toward both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger. Now, you want to present something here, which is the unstable jar. Just because it just looks weird, and yeah. And it might be a clue.
Yeah, it might. I think you guys will see in a little bit why.
So present that mug.
Please present it. The mysterious blue badger was in fact this.
But that's... what exactly is that?
I believe it's some sort of jar.
But Mr. Wright, that doesn't look anything like the blue badger.
Well, indeed it doesn't. As it stands now, it's just a plain jar. However, what if we were to change our viewpoint?
Our viewpoint?
I gotta show them the correct angle to look at this from.
Oh god, why?
That thing just moving.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna turn it. I think you want to flip it towards you because obviously it's not gonna look like that. You want to put the fat end towards you, and then oops. Oh, nope,
wait.
too much.
Wait.
Nope.
Calm down.
I think.
Hey, look at that.
Look at that. You can present that here.
I remember the first time I had to do that, I was like, well, I don't get it. Well, is this a miracle or what? Oh. No one can possibly deny this jar's resemblance to the blue badger. I mean, yeah, that's pretty freaking spot on. No! It can't be!
Order! The defense has proven its claim. The mysterious blue badger witnessed on the day of the crime was actually this.
Although we all enjoyed Mr. Wright's dramatic performance, one question remains.
Dramatic?
What? What's your point? What do you mean? So that badger thing was actually a jar. That doesn't change anything. Well, I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. You see, this changes everything.
Yep.
Indeed. Very well then. Please tell us. What's different now that we know the witness saw this jar?
Well, I don't think it's a murder weapon since we just decided that, and we already kind of figured out who the whatever person was. But all in all, it changes the location of the murder.
Now, allow me to take these in turn. At the moment of the murder, the witness saw the jar. Not only that, but she saw it at a very specific angle. Now, knowing this, where could she have seen this jar?
Where?
The location of the jar is shown in a picture taken on the day of the crime. It's on a shelf in the office of Damon Gant. But the body was found lying near Lana Sky's desk. The witness testified to herself. Ah, yes, and it is these two facts that reveal what actually happened. You see, the struggle between Dark and Marshall did not take place in Lana Sky's office. It happened on the other side of the road in Chief Gant's office. Oh, are you implying that the murderer moved the victim's body from Damon Gant's office to Lana Sky's office?
Yes, that's exactly what we're implying, idiot.
Idiot. Yes, you idiot. Why would he do that? There's no reason. Exactly. What? If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through the trouble.
Exactly.
The only logical conclusion is that there was a reason.
Do you know what that reason was, Mr. Wright? Uh-oh.
Maybe. I finally figured it out. So this is why Lana tried to stop the trial. It's too late to quit now, though.
Uh-oh.
Please recall the witness's testimony. She said that she knocked away the man who was holding the knife. In the next instant, the jar was hit and flew through the air. Now tell me, what could have sent the jar flying?
That would have to have been the impact the man made when he was knocked into the wall.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I may draw your attention to this picture once more.
Ooh.
Not... Oof. If the man was knocked in the direction of the shelf the jar was sitting on, what would he have hit?
The suit of armor holding a very sharp and dangerous looking sword.
Yes. And since the man who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife, he would have been Neil Marshall, wielding a prosecutor's award. No. Mr. Wright, you can't be thinking...
Uh-oh.
Yes. There is another possibility what actually happened in that room.
Another possibility?
Of course the perpetrator would have no idea, but nevertheless... I don't know if I want to go through with this.
Do it, Phoenix, you have to, it's the truth. Mr. Wright, what's the matter?
If events took place as the defense theorizes, then the outcome is obvious. In that moment, assuming the man Emma Sky knocked away was actually Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Oh boy. There might be a graphic part, guys, just letting you know.
No!
Oh.
Ow. Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. You mean Mr. Marshall died because of me? Uh-oh. No!
It's okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Uh-oh, never mind.
She passed out.
Whew.
Yeah.
I never imagined her testimony would lead to this.
Me neither. So it was the witness who took the victim's life, and then proved so with her own testimony. This is unprecedented. I like the fact that no one's helping her up, that she just fainted and no one's there to help her up.
It's like, well, yeah, I'll just let her sleep for a little bit. Oh, she's on the floor. Oh, who's that?
What? What are you saying?
I'm sorry, Miss Sky, but given the circumstances...
Joe Dark murdered Prosecutor Marshall. How can you think it was Emma? How dare you try to pin the crime on her?
Imagine that coming from you.
Right?
If you recall, it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. The reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out about what Emma did, wasn't it?
I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, if you hope to have any... Sorry, my phone did something weird and I was like, what? If you hope to have anyone believe your insane allegations, I'm afraid you're going to have proof. Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence that proves my sister killed Neil Marshall?
Evidence?
I'm willing to bet you don't. Oh, yes, it certainly would be difficult to prove this with evidence.
If we don't have evidence, then we'll have to rely on testimony.
I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead.
Ugh. We certainly can't get dead people to testify.
Sure you can, just bring Maya back.
That's exactly what I was thinking. This all has been a wild goose chase from the beginning.
Oh.
Touche, Miss Sky. Of course, that only leaves us a one possibility. Huh? You mean there's still another possibility?
Like what? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
I mean the possibility the victim has left us a message. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly.
Oh, that's true.
He may have left behind a name of the person who took his life. Somehow.
That's impossible.
Huh.
Well, Mr. Wright, this is the only possibility left to you. A message from the deceased. Does such a message exist?
Oh, I gotta think back to the court record. The real murderer's name that the victim may have left behind.
And actually, it is in the evidence.
It is? Oh. The message from the deceased is already in our possession.
Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to prove my sister a murderer? Well, she's not a murderer. It's technically self-defense.
Right. Do not be mistaken, Miss Sky. Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There's only one thing that we seek. The truth.
Yeah!
And confetti.
Yes.
No matter how painful it may be.
Now then, Mr. Wright, please show us the piece of evidence that conveys a message from the deceased. And wouldn't you know it, it would be that same blasted jar. The unstable
That dang jar.
Gosh. Present it, because if you remember, there was like some weird stuff on it that looked like blood. Like, you know, something could have been written on there. I don't know. Present that mug.
It's not blood, it's jam.
Jam.
Jam. Oh. This is the message left by the deceased.
This is that blue badger from before, right? Oh, is he going to just speak the killer's name?
Emma!
Oh god.
Wait, creepy.
Yeah.
If that thing could, I'm sure it would. Looks like everyone's forgotten this is just a jar.
Yep.
A message was left here, on the surface of this jar.
What do you mean?
If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on the jar. Oh, it looks like someone wiped the blood away. Yes, but notice, for some reason, the blood in some of the fragments was not wiped away.
Oh yes, there's
That's
a
you.
line here drawn in blood. Blood.
Blue day. So what you're saying is these dots were once lines. Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used the few precious moments left to him to leave behind a message. And one that someone apparently wiped away. But blood must have seeped into the jar where the lines changed directions. Precisely so. All we need to do is connect these points, and the victim's message will become apparent.
Ooh. No. No. Mr. Wright, what kind of message did the victim leave for us?
Your Honor, I believe these bloodstains will reveal us the answer. I've got to connect these dots to make letters.
Yay!
And there's only one thing the victim would have written, given the circumstances. The murderer's name.
Yay!
Connect the dots.
Okay, guys, you want to connect the dots. You want to hold it and connect them. And unfortunately, they're going to spell a name that we really are trying to hope that it wasn't be true.
Nah, that doesn't look like I think it. Wait, I don't know if you did that one right. Did you?
Oh, wait. Wait.
No, wait. You need to get rid of that one line.
How do I get rid of it?
Oh. I don't know. How do you undo it? Uh-oh.
Crap.
There's gotta be a way to undo it. There's no way.
Let's see, chord record. Okay, can we go back? Dang it.
Okay, how about the top right one, then now drag it to the top left? No, to not to the bottom a little bit more. That one, does it change it? Oh, dang it! Just made it worse.
Oh god, why?
I think we're just gonna have to take the penalty on this one.
Oh,
That seems weird. No, click back.
Back? Oh, okay. Whew, I got scared.
I was gonna say, that was right in front. No, don't do it again.
I just did that to miss me. Okay, so here.
Oh.
And then I
And
think here.
Yes.
Okay, then here. Here. And I don't think this connects. Okay, yeah, that does.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh no!
yes.
What does it spell?
Emma. Oh no, so you have to present it even though you really don't want to.
No.
No.
Oops. It's a defense attorney's duty to prove his client's innocent. That's why all I've been thinking about is saving Lana. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this. Emma, no.
Emma, no.
So this is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind.
Oh my god.
No, Lana, don't be sad. Oh, we're evil people.
Of all people, she may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life
Was Emma Skye.
No.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Seaworthy? Can't say I didn't warn you.
Shut your face.
Okay.
Not you, Gant.
Okay. Chief Gant. Do you understand the implications of what you've done? What? What are you talking about? Well, 2 years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in that case, were you not?
Uh-oh.
Yes! Yes, Worthy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death.
Uh-oh. Well,
Innocent?
yeah, he still killed a whole bunch of people.
Right, I'm pretty sure you would have gotten the death penalty anyway.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction. What? Kakra?
I don't know.
The bird now. But Joe Dark really was a serial murderer. That's undeniable. I'm afraid that's not important.
What? How is it not important?
I don't know.
You know why? I think it's because it's a freaking separate case, because the final murder was just because of the detective. So technically he was innocent in that case.
Oh, it's BS. He was gonna get convicted regardless.
Yeah.
Didn't you know? We aren't defenders of justice.
What?
Wait, what? I got... What? We're merely keepers of the law.
What?
Sentencing a man to death is no light matter.
This man, I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Please do, and I'll join in. Even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery. Ultimately, the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge.
No.
Now, despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied.
Oh my gosh! Oh, he sentenced a man to death. What's going on at the prosecutor's office?
They might even sentence a man to his death.
How can he just stand there like it wasn't his fault? Order! 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 The almighty beard demands order.
Shut up! Shut all your mouths! The gavel's pounding fell on deaf ears.
Oh.
Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows.
Oh no. No!
The end! Well, not yet, but the end for this episode.
Oh my
Right.
gosh, you guys. Woo doggy. Woo doggy. Well, that certainly was a interesting trial.
Oh, yeah.
So now,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Now you see why Lana has been so adamant about trying not to bring up that case at all. So that kind of cleared things up a bit.
For a little bit, yeah.
And I feel so bad for Emma. I'm like, no, Emma, no.
And like, you know, because how douchey Gant is and how this law system works, even though it was accidental, they may even try sentencing her for something.
Yep.
And we don't want that.
No, we don't. We need to save Emma and Lana at the same time. But we still got to figure out how to do that. So, in this next episode, this is going down. We're going to get to the bottom of this. So, we are reaching, seriously, the end of this game.
No.
Even though we don't want to.
end.
I'm
No.
sorry.
No.
But thank you guys so very much for watching and your patience with us, you know, through this whole entire thing and the little weird hiatus we took.
We couldn't really help that. We're having a lot of fun.
Yay! But yes, if no one has told you that they love you today, I do very, very, very much.
Very much.
You guys are awesome. Stay tuned because it's going to get juicier from here on out. Bye!
Oh, yeah. Just hold on to whatever you got near to you because it'll be a butt clincher. I used that before, didn't I?
Yep.
Well, still hold on to your butts.